Okay, I am at Hy-Vee and I have one of my favorite people here. This is Audrey, and we're going to talk about something that I don't think we've talked about this before.
We haven't.
PCOS.
Yes, yep, PCOS.
Okay, what is PCOS?
So PCOS stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome, and about 1 in 10 women have it, and it's the leading cause of infertility in women too. So I decided to kind of talk about this because September is PCOS Awareness Month.
All right.
So just kind of bringing awareness because maybe a lot of people don't know that they have it, they're misdiagnosed, and it's just one to kind of keep aware of if you are diagnosed food-wise, kind of what to do and everything too.
Okay, why don't we run through that too? Because what you're saying is that foods can at least help the journey, so to speak?
Yes, so with PCOS, it really affects women's hormones for the most part, and it can lead to insulin resistance. So what that means is the insulin in our body just doesn't take our blood sugar back down as quickly.
Right.
So it's one that you might have to watch out for a little bit more. You might be more susceptible to like pre-diabetes with PCOS.
I was going to ask that, yeah, when you start talking insulin right away.
Yes, and then inflammation is also a big aspect of PCOS too. So just helping bring down that inflammation as much as possible.
So is this kind of more of a natural approach or something to?
I would say that food is definitely something that can help, very much aid in PCOS.
Yes.
Just so that
you're not saying this is a cure kind of thing.
Yes.
All right, want to make sure.
Yes, not a cure per se, but it can help changing your diet to be a little bit more of that whole food aspect. To kind of bring down that inflammation, kind of help with the insulin sensitivity and the resistance, can help with fertility, kind of help women reach the goals that they're wanting to too, because weight loss can be a little bit of a difficult thing to do.
Okay, I don't know if I'm shifting gears, but you're holding this plate up in front of you. Explain where this fits in.
So with the plate, I always tell people, no matter if they have PCOS or not, to kind of imagine what your plate looks like. This kind of helps with that imagery. So on our plate, we want about 1/4 of our plate to be some kind of protein. We kind of want to focus more on that plant-based protein with PCOS, so beans, nuts, and then we want 1/4 of our plate being grains, so more of that whole grain. And then, if possible, having half of your plate as your vegetable. So if you can kind of visualize your plate, visualize what you normally put on your plate. You know, does your plate normally look like that? Could you kind of change some things? And those things might help with that PCOS.
Fibrous type vegetables? Any type?
Really any type. Fibrous is going to be the best, and that can be canned, it can be fresh, it can be frozen.
Okay.
You know, I have different kinds of items.
Yeah, talk to us about this out here.
So I've got some of those canned veggies. So if you aren't doing fresh or frozen, you can always do canned. It lasts very long, of course, in our pantry.
Right.
I always say pair some kind of protein with your carbohydrate too. So I love Hy-Vee because we have the shortcuts of our cheese cubes with our grapes. So it's just a really great snack to kind of bring along.
That's good any time of day.
It really is.
Yes.
You could do something like an overnight oats. These ones are pre-made and will just kind of help with that breakfast aspect and kind of getting you that fiber throughout the day.
Okay.
You could do like a cheese, like a goat cheese or a mozzarella with a Triscuit. At Hy-Vee, we have these kind of microwavable or oven-ready meals that you can kind of do.
The cooking bag type meals, right?
It just makes it nice and convenient. So just making it as easy as possible. That helps get in some omega-3s, which is one of the nutrients of concern with PCOS. Some of the other ones are vitamin D3 and then probiotics as well. So, you know, talk to your doctor before starting any kind of supplement, but those might help with PCOS too. So just kind of a different range and variety to make sure you're getting enough fiber, you're getting enough protein, and we're kind of reducing those added sugars as much as possible.
But I would imagine if you are doing anything with your diet, it's a good idea to check with the physician.
Yeah, check with a physician, and everyone's a little bit different with PCOS. Right. So everyone's individualized. So if you do have PCOS or another kind of nutrition aspect that you're wanting to work on, you could always come see us at Hy-Vee, come see the Hy-Vee dietitians, and we'd be more than happy to kind of help you through that process and journey.
Go to the website, everything, or just stop by and visit. It's pretty simple. All right. Thank you once again.
Thank you.